If mid-range Shaman does not excel in current meta, what deck do you think will be top tier? But mid-range Shaman does excel right now. I don't feel like it's hard to climb with mid-range Shaman, even to high legend, or it shouldn't be. It's not like people are countering it enough. I just think it's strong enough that it kind of has that stranglehold in the meta. It might not really be possible to counter mid-range Shaman that badly right now. Like, it's a whole meta game thing. Like, there's individual decks like Freeze Mage, but, you know, since it's like it still has that, like, holds in the meta, if that makes any sense. I can kind of curve out here, tap turn 3, plus the 1-drop. Mostly want the Twilight Drake, but this way I can kill Nether Spite, Historian, Museum Curator. I don't know what he's playing, but some potential cards there. Let's go ahead and play him. It's better to play him this turn than next turn. Just gonna hold the imp because I get my Twilight Guardian one health bigger. This is, I don't know how likely his AO is here, but he might Alkanize Circle here. He might do some AoE turn 5 with Excavated. Either way though, ooh, that's a circle down for a Pyromancer, but still nice Pyro. It's just, I guess that's still a circle down. That is my only dragon. It's just this guy's not even close as good. I mean, it's only a 3/6 and get Showered Pained. It's also just less health. So you can trade the Pyro in with like a Smite or something. I think I saw Planto play this deck months ago. Kind of potentially true. I don't know. He has dragons in his deck. Probably wait. What kind of dragons? That's so weird because he hasn't played, like, he's played Pyromancer, 2 Power Shields, Thoughtsteal. Doesn't seem like a Dragon Priest, but maybe he's running Ysera. Oh, or maybe Thoughtsteal 2 dragons. Wow, that's so super unlikely. But huh. I really like Argus. Sets it to death range. That's not the main thing. It's not a great minion death, but for Argus Morkel, it's not that mana efficient. I do get full cleared by Excavate Evil as well. Just go ahead and draw first. I'll probably just leave this up. Actually, it might be better to take this kind of Argus value trade here. The thing is, if he steals my Emperor, it's not that bad. It's only 1 in 4. My shield for Argus. It's better for me not to attack here. So if he steals this, I want to trade that in. Like, the main thing is, I guess I don't care about him activating Emperor that much. His deck's not really a combo deck. And for me, with this particular hand, I guess it's not that important to activate twice. Assuming I got 1 per activation, I can do quite a bit of things with this hand, even with life tap in the same turn. It's kind of really important for me to get my Drax to 8 mana, but I didn't have Drax in my hand. In this matchup, that is. So you can play the Jaraxxus with a hero power.
Funnel cakes! Get your funnel cakes here! My eyes are open.
I got a 1 minute ago double integral. Thanks for the sub. I feel like I missed another sub. Roman Lubers has resubbed for 5 months in a row. Sorry about missing it. Thanks for subbing, guys. Welcome to the StrifeCro. Some Crofists. I feel like I want to mix in a lot of life taps here. I guess it's just life tap. Even if we play this into like Entomb or Death, that's kind of fine. I still don't think it's worth it to Imp Gang here. Like, say he Entombs, here heals this. It's still 3-4 against a 3-3, or 2-4 against a 3-3, so it's not like it contests it in that sense. Who'd you pick for choose your champion if you're a peasant desperate for min-maxing promotion? I would pick Tice if that was the case.
The menagerie is for guests only.
Now, once I get like board control in this state, I can snowball my hero power compared to his life tap, as well as play Jaraxxus when I'm ahead. I guess the only thing is thinking about maybe some bursts, because he's playing, let's see, he has this hero power, he's playing Alchanize because I Soul Circle. So Jaraxxus might be like the last thing I play. I'm not going to rush my way to play Jaraxxus.
Do not touch.
Let's see. Alchana 2 Flash Heals Hero Power is 14, Jaraxxus 15.
Let reading practice love.
I really don't know how important some of this tempo is, like from playing an owl here. That was from Thoughtsteel, so it's not like I ever read that he's a Mind Blast deck.
Possibilities. We're gonna be rich.
I'm just gonna play around some double Mind Blast maybe by not playing Sylvanas Shadow Flame this turn. I can't even life tap because I go to 13. This way I might be able to get another, a better Sylvanas Shadow Flame next turn as well. Don't have to risk dying.
I have no time for games.
Barbaric.
Alex Rosington is also very powerful. It's not really a main condition because we haven't really forced Entombs yet or deaths. Just one death, 2 Entombs. I've only forced 1 death, so you can have 2 Entombs and another death. Mostly, I'm just waiting for Jaraxxus. Unfortunately, I can't hero power with Jaraxxus on the same turn, but I'm gonna need to just kind of probably try to use these cards to maintain board control. Play Jaraxxus on an empty board, or at least a board that's either empty or if I'm ahead. I will kind of have to take the risk that I get bursted by enough flash heals, but I don't think I have enough threats this game to never play Jaraxxus. Probably give him Excavator, right? It's not good against us, not really.
Barbaric.
This way I also clear the whole board. Or like the move where I'd say I Demon Wrath. Play this, I still leave a 1/1 up.
I dream and the world trembles.
I guess we're gonna kill it over silencing it because I don't want to take the like. It's also really risky if he gets Awakens or Nightmare and then play Jaraxxus at that point. You need to keep his board clear. Definitely shouldn't go for the Alex draws to him, leave up your Sarah, hit him to 11. You can heal back up with this hero power as well. My main way of winning is still Jaraxxus. This might be the turn. I don't know if I have a better turn. Alex Draza isn't really a better turn. Because I mostly win through stacking up Infernos, getting him to 15 here, and then he can just death and have 7 mana left over. I don't really like that. I think I should go for the Jaraxxus here.
You face Jaraxxus, Eladon Lord of the Burning Legion.
Embrace the void.
Is someone injured?
Do you like to play with fire?
Well, I'm not dead, and that's both his Alchemized. That's okay for me. I feel like the Doomsayer is still weaker. Than an Inferno. Let's think about Harrison Jones. So if we don't attack, he draws everything. Like now he just spewed his hand. This might be a reason that he could have Harrison Jones. I can force him to draw all 7. Is that better? I feel like it would be probably better. I feel like the only way he wins is through Harrison, or if he kills me this turn with something else. And I think it is better against exactly Harrison. Like, if he oozes me, I don't think it really matters, per se.
Let me change your mind.
I bring life.
Actually, I'm kind of scared of just dying to fatigue and damage, kind of.
Is someone injured?
Gul'dan versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer, your soul shall be mine. Greetings, friend.
I greet you.
Actually does kind of feel like Alex Straza. It's like, if I could make some changes, maybe having both Alex Straza and Jaraxxus might be too much. It does feel like it has a lot of diminishing returns. There's no ice block on this list, hard to get like full 14 points of healing, as well as it's just like I sometimes have both of them stuck in my hand, and I feel like it doesn't really do that great. If I had to guess, I'd probably take out Alex Straza, and I feel like I have enough dragons without it. He is overloaded here. I do force out a coin hex if I play Twilight Drake over Twilight Guardian. That might be enough of a reason. It's like, I don't think he has a great move against here either. If he had one more mana, he can play Flame Tongue and... What Spirit Claws? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go play the big guy. Some moves with like Flame Tongue, Coin, Spirit Claws, even Lightning Bolt moves, huh? Casman29, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the Strife group. Here's a Crowfist. Might be able to pull some Hex reads soon. He's already used 1 Hex. That's really important for Chillmole to have Hex reads.
That belongs in a museum.
This turn was very tempting for Hellfire Mortal Coil, because if I Hellfire Mortal Coil, I can clear the whole board here, and I start playing with the board. That's really good. And this move, leading a Spellcard, is kind of weak to AoE, but I still have the Hellfire Mortal Coil for next turn, and I get the Emperor activation, so I get more tempo. The only reason why I didn't is because I go into turn 6 with Fire Elemental against the 3/3. So if I did the Hellfire Mortal Coil move, I basically use all my AoE, and then at that point, Fire Elemental. I don't really have a great way from there if that happens. So I just decided to like force Emperor out first, so I can Hellfire very likely next turn after AoE, and still have more stuff left over. That's maybe less weak to Fire Elemental. I think this is a good Chillmole turn. It's not too bad if it gets Hex. If it doesn't get Hex, it's still like really good for me. Lead Guitarist 96. Thanks for the sub. Welcome to the StrifeCro. Crowfist. The one time I finally met Crow, I forgot to ask for Crowfist in real life. That's true, actually. I remember that. Sub Discord is going ham. PO seems kind of nice in some ways. There's also a lot of AoE, so it's either PO or Possessed Villager, because it kind of does okay against some AoEs.
The end is coming!
But because of the fact that he hasn't really played any AoEs, I guess if this Doomsayer goes off, I was thinking like if I take Pillager, I can play Reno Pillager and something, but the PO is still better, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like that's okay.
Who knows what the menagerie is for guests only.
At StrifeCro, will you ever play Major Domo Reno Mage again? I love the idea of that deck. The thing is, when I played it, didn't really. I guess like I quickly found out that it didn't really work too well. That deck you can play as is if you just really like the idea of Major Domo. You can just go ahead and play that as is. I don't think I'm going to innovate that deck too much more. Like the final version of that I ended up with was just taking out Major Domo for Reno. I mean, not for Reno, for Elise. And I feel like that still does give you a stronger deck for both against controller and against like other stuff. Elise is also less of a dead card, but not going to be tweaking it in some sense after that. So if you do want to play, you can still just play it as was. This is very likely a AoE turn. Maybe I can consolidate a little bit more. Kodo is really nice here, kill 1/3, but actually I can Kodo a 3. Oh no, 3/1 dies anyways. Okay. I think the best move here is actually
Possibilities.
Bookworm Argus.
Let reading dragons lie.
Probably a little bit of a mispositioning. I think I should put Bookworm next to the Curator and just left a 3/1 brand, or 2/1 brand, let's say. Because I feel like he has to do double AoEs, and Brand will die anyways. Should just consolidate it on 2 big minions here. That's why I play Argus over something like Kodo, because I get to put more health into some of the minions. Loyalty badges don't alive today, yeah. BZ is Kong's sugar daddy. That might be true. Well, kind of. It's fine, just 500 less I'll blow in Vegas this week. Hey Strife, I haven't been around if you've ever asked what webcam model I'm using. I'm using like a Logitech. Let's see. You know, I don't know the name of the exact one, but it's one of the Logitech webcams. The Crown Panda is 2 years, yeah. Alright, let's try to clear some of this stuff out. Okay, let's do this. He didn't AoE me last turn, kind of likely he doesn't have an AoE. Even if he does, I just get 7 damage, and I feel like there's not really great ways for me to, you know, deal with that board otherwise. Like, I'm sure I could kind of, like, attack through it, but... It does take me, like, I feel like I would have to use some of the other resources, like Kodo and Deathwing, or Blackwing Corruptor. If this is Teletrog, I might not play Corruptor. Might be going for a tap and Imp Game Boss instead. Triple PPP01, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the Strife crew. Is a Crowfist. Prime membership for a good reason. Alright, what does this deck do mainly good against? Let's see. It's good against Control Warrior, if that's a thing. Good against Control Priest, that's not really a thing. Mostly good against Dragon Warrior, Control Warrior, so when War is really good, Warlock is very good for this Reno type deck. It's like playable against Midrange Shaman, playable against Tempo Mage, not so good against Malygos Druid, is the way I feel about it.